Now, damn, man, Diddy has finally been indicted on sex trafficking, racketeering, and kidnapping charges. Now, if you guys don't know, all of these charges carry a minimum of 15 years. And when you combine them with the things that they're saying that Diddy was doing, it even sounds crazier. Now, they're saying that the Combs enterprise allegedly engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotic offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Dang. Now, a lot of the things that were found in Diddy's house has been brought up to light by the feds in this indictment. One of the things that they found that people are making fun of is that they found 1,000 bottles of Johnson & Johnson baby oil. I'm asking myself, well, why would Diddy have 1,000 bottles of Johnson & Johnson? Damn, them freak offs was getting crazy. You guys ever seen the movie Old School when they filled up the pool with lubricant oil and they had like the guys fighting and shit inside the pool? I mean, that's the only thing I could think of that Diddy was probably doing, because what else was Diddy's doing with 1,000 bottles of lube? Now, they also found some blickies. Yes, listen, man, they found them things. Diddy was ready to rock if you walked through them doors. If you wasn't doing what you were supposed to do, Diddy was gonna handle you. Now, Diddy has supposedly, well, we seen pictures, I'll post it up here, 2 AR-15s, man's had a drum, a magazine. Listen, man, the point is, that boy Diddy wasn't playing or lacking. And now we know. Now, the interesting thing is that, you know, they said they found lubricant oil by Johnson & Johnson. Man had the whole fleet in his house, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They had hella lube, they had the blickies, they found drum guns, they found bullets. But one of the things that they're not talking about that they found, which we know they found because we read about this, right? Is that in every single room of Diddy's house, they were cameras. Now, the feds do say that they confiscated over 90 phones. And I'm like, 90 phones? Like, like, yo, most people got 2-3 phones, right? And let's say you got 3 phones and you swap them out every year. Man, listen, man, that doesn't add up to 90. Like, what was Diddy doing with 90 phones? Now, 90 phones wasn't the only thing that they supposedly confiscated. From what I heard, they got a bunch of laptops, hard drives, and other things. But they did have cameras in every room. And the feds are not talking about the footage that they might have grabbed from those cameras, which is kind of the thing that I'm here thinking like, well, maybe there are some things on that footage that if they come out to light, the music industry, from what I heard, maybe politicians, get them out of here, could be on those tapes doing things that if the public eye was to see, allegedly, it could be a problem. It could be shambles. Now, the interesting thing is that the feds are not talking about any hard drive that they took. They're not talking about any footage. Well, maybe later on down the line we'll hear about this, but as of right now in this indictment, really only talking about guns and lubricant oil, phones and some laptops and iPads that they confiscated. So I'm very interested in finding out if the feds are later going to reveal more information on what was found on those hard drives that were recording all those cameras that were in every single room of Diddy's house. Now, they also say, well, the feds claim that they were also confiscating cloud storage, because Diddy did not only just have hard drives laying around or, recording, he also had cloud storage as backup. Now, we'll find out here within the next couple of days to see what the hell is gonna come up. And even if the feds are gonna let us know or show us any footage that was on those tapes. I mean, the freak offs got crazy. When you got 1,000 bottles of lubes in the house, the freak offs is getting crazy. I gotta be honest with you, man. I gotta keep it all the way funguita with you. Now, Diddy has been held with no bail. His lawyers, his legal team actually thought that by them cooperating with the feds throughout the months after this raid happened in Los Angeles, you know, them letting know to the feds every move that Diddy was making and his whereabouts, or even when he was gonna jump on his jet to do anything, his legal team thought that this would help the day that they would lock him up to get him bail, because it proves that he's not a flight risk. Now, the funny thing is that his lawyers already knew that he was gonna get arrested this week, and that's why Diddy was in the city of New York, because if you guys don't know, it was the Southern District of the HSI office that indicted Diddy, and they're in New York City. So to make it easier for them, instead of them having to fly across the United States and California, or probably go down to Florida to grab him, it's better that you make it easier for the feds. Make them do less work so they don't get too mad, and make it easy for them to grab you. Now, the funny thing is that they were supposed to arrest Diddy on Tuesday, but they grabbed him Monday, and the feds have not disclosed the reason why they moved in a day earlier, but Diddy was outside in Harlem just doing regular things, man. As you guys might have seen over the social media, man, Diddy was outside with a man that recently got released from jail that goes by the name of G. Depp, that served 13 years for supposedly shooting somebody. And yeah, Diddy was back in the hood just doing regular things. Diddy already knew that this indictment was coming and that this arrest was coming soon. So man, listen, Diddy was just outside doing regular things. He just wanted to be a regular civilian for a couple of days and know what it feels like to just be outside doing what a regular goon does in Harlem. You know what I mean? Because if you guys don't know, Diddy is from Harlem. Now, Diddy today at 3:30 will be going into court to a bail hearing to see a different judge, to see if maybe this different judge, to see if he's gonna give him bail. I'll let you guys know what happens. Stay intact here in the...
Wow, it's DaShmackHouse.
I'll keep you guys updated with every single thing that we get up here on Diddy. Diddy, for right now, you ask me, he's gonna remain behind bars, because at the end of the day, somebody that's facing a life sentence behind bars, the feds is probably looking at him like he might be a flight risk. And at this point also, probably the feds are not too worried about Diddy being a flight risk, but one of the things that the feds, I know for sure, are worried about is him potentially intimidating the witnesses. Because if you guys don't already know, the feds have proof that Diddy was in fact already intimidating the witnesses. And that is one of the reasons why I might think the feds might have moved in a day early on Diddy, because he might have been in the streets, and this is the reason why he might have been in the streets of Harlem, getting the word around to some people that were probably already talking to the feds. It is not looking good, man. It is what it is. Hit that bell up above so you do stay notified whenever I go live, or whenever I drop one of these videos. You already know we are in.
It's DaShmackHouse.
It's another day, another video. I'll check you guys on the next one. Peace.